Alex and Joey too. Got a show for me and you, games and films and tunes they'll skew. Some laugh, some groans, it's nothing new. Things I hated, let's dive in. Games and movies, where do I begin? Tunes we love, but still we spin. Laughs and cringe, it's where we win. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Hello, welcome to Thanks I Hate It. I'm Tim at Wembembo and everything. I'm joined by my co-host, starting off with Alex.
Good evening.
And I'm joined by Joey.
What did you say?
What are the charge? We're on Thanks I Hate It. We take a look at genres that normally one of the other hosts hates, but we try and find something that is a little on the edge of that genre to make them maybe appreciate something. This time I picked cozy games, which I think Joey just absolutely loves, and found something that was quite simple, quite minimalistic in Mini Metros.
No, you didn't.
What?
Mini Motorways.
That one, Mini Metro is the first game, Mini Motorway. We were supposed to do Perfect Blue, the movie, but getting a copy of that is very difficult. So perhaps later.
Perhaps later.
Yeah,
We will find an anime movie for him, though.
yeah,
Please don't.
absolutely. I'm going to start off with Alex and his thoughts for Mini Motorways.
Let me get the button.
Well, he didn't hate it.
He didn't hate it, everyone.
I used to play a similar game to this on my phone. It was one to do with. It was a similar concept, but it was to do with trains.
Mini
And you had to-
Metros.
That's Mini Metro.
Is that Mini Metros
Yeah, this is the sequel.
with the triangles and the circles and the squares
Yeah.
on the trains? Well, there you go. You learn a thing or two. I didn't think it was called that. But yeah, no, it's a good little cozy game. It's a similar scratch to Factorio in that it's very optimizing and organizing things and dealing with progressively more insane tracks. I've put 3.5 hours into this
Bloody hell.
because it's one of those games where if you don't feel like using your brain to play something a bit more involved and you just want to watch some brain dead TV on one monitor and play something on the other, it's a good little game for that, and that's what I've been doing.
Nice. Joey.
Well, he didn't hate it.
He didn't hate it either. Did not hate it.
I didn't hate it. I played it for 45 minutes.
Yep.
I loved Mini Metros, and I was pleased to see this on the order. I have a serious problem with you calling it a cozy game. It is still exceptionally stressful. When you're getting near that point where your motorways are overloaded with people, there's no way you could ever consider this a cozy game because it had me sweating like I was playing Elden Ring at points. But I think I was a bit worried when I saw it that it would be like, oh, this is just a mobile game ported to Steam. But it didn't feel like that. It felt like there was enough substance here to really sit down and just enjoy something. And it's very much like a pick up and play thing. You could easily just pick it up and play for an hour while you were, waiting for something, or like Alex said, watching something on another monitor. Yeah, really enjoyed this game, Tim.
Good. Well, for what it's worth,
Well, he didn't hate it.
yeah, I obviously didn't hate it either. The thing I found with this game is, obviously, by its nature, it starts off quite simple and I'm not going to say relaxing, because Alex is right. It's all about setting up your optimization really as early as you can for getting your roads between buildings and factories and whatever the place may be. Where this game shines, though, is highlighting to you how much of a fuck up you've been later in the game. Because to quickly run through the gameplay loop, you'll start out with one house and one factory building that you need to create a road to, and as the factory is on the map for a longer amount of time, it will start generating blocks, and the more blocks it has, the more risk it has of being at overcapacity, thus shutting down. That's your game over. Where the risk comes in is there are different colored houses and different colored factories, and red can only go to red, and blue can only go to blue, and yellow can only go to yellow. So you need to start creating a series of grids, like city blocks, for a randomly generating city, complete with obstacles like rivers and bridges and weird shaped bits of land that you need to contend with in order to make sure that your motorways are getting the cars to where they need to be, but not only just where they need to be, the amount of cars needs to be constantly increasing as well. It becomes a really interesting logistics puzzle in real time about prioritizing routes. Fun.
Very fun. And I felt like the longer you played a level, like my whole 45 minute playthrough was on single level, the first one that you get access to.
Even that lasts a while, eh?
What I really did. But what I really enjoyed about this one over Mini Metro is when you fail, the game just goes, well, do you want to play it without the pressure? You can just do endless mode, which I really enjoyed. And I kept playing and kept trying to optimize. Yeah, it was good.
Fun. Also, art direction, very minimalistic. I think, like when Joey said that he was concerned about this being a mobile game, obviously Mini Metro eventually did come to mobile. This will probably end up coming to mobile as well at some point if it's not already there. But yeah, it doesn't take much to run it.
Mini Metro is one of the only games I have on my phone because if you're on any kind of long journey, it's just a bit of a brain dump. It's quite fun.
It does make long journeys go very quickly. For me, that's Balatro, and I also have Mini Metro on my phone.
Nice. While I was looking at the Steam page, did you know there's a multiplayer version of Mini Metro? It's a different game, but it basically is Mini Metro. It's called Railroute, and it's co-op. And oh my god, it looks stressful.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's gonna cause some arguments.
Yeah.
Why have you put your rail there?
Basically that.
Fuck your rail. Bing
Fuck
bang.
your chicken strips. Bing bang. Yeah.
One thing I do like about this game is it gives you the option. There's 3 different color options, if you know what I mean. You can you can have it in the normal white with all the colors, or you can have a black background or a sort of pale sepia kind of color. I don't know if that's like a color blind or you're sitting in sunlight kind of mode, but it's nice to have that option because the white version is very bright.
I like the white version. I thought it was
it's too bright for me. It hurts,
night mode.
Hurts me eyeballs.
Thank you.
Nice and simple. Enjoy.
Yeah.
But if it can't be in night mode, I don't want to use it.
I think this might be probably our shortest thanks I hate it because we all like the game and the game is very simple and straightforward.
Yeah.
Tell us about the story, Tim.
Build motorway. I suppose something else we could touch on as well is each time there's like certain thresholds for how many blocks out of your factories get collected, and that determines how many levels you get within, like how far your individual run of that map progresses. And each level up that you get sees you getting some sort of reward, be that extra road pieces or roundabouts or motorways or bridges. So there's almost a roguelike element to this as well.
If you didn't choose the motorway every single time it was available to you, what are you doing?
You're an ape. What are you doing?
There was a couple of times where I didn't because I needed road pieces.
Just put a motorway on it.
Just put a motorway. What are you doing?
That's all right. That's all right for a bit.
The motorway is just so. When you put a motorway down, you have individual pieces of road, like a jigsaw puzzle. Basically, you have one piece per square, but a motorway is as long as you want it to be. And also, when cars go on it, they go double the speed of other cars. Just do it.
On top of
just
that as well,
all motorways.
With roads, they have to have a start and an end point that's either a building or a factory. Motorways, you can put them halfway on a road if you wanted. You could have them coming off a roundabout. You could have them coming off another motorway.
Well, as you should.
As you should.
All motorways all the time.
Yeah.
Or freeways for our American listeners.
Or autobahns for our German listeners.
Come on, Alex. Do you know the Spanish word for motorway?
I do not, and I'm not even going to hazard a guess.
Tim, sorry, here's an edit point for you. Why am I getting images of fucking motorways? Dao Su Congo is apparently the Chinese version.
Autopista.
The Autocesta is the Croatian for all our Croatian listeners.
Autopista is the Spanish one.
If you want to go really Scandinavian, then the really inventive word motorway is for Norway.
That's your option. All right.
And then finally, the Autopista for our Latin American fan base, of which there are loads.
I'm sure there are.
Not after this episode.
For our French listeners, it's the autoroute.
Oh.
Can you say it in a French accent, please?
Le autoroute.
Autoroute.
Do you know, I actually don't know how to end this episode. It's clear we've run out of things to talk about with this game, so we're on Google Translate. We all like the game. What do we do?
Tim, why don't you just get in your car and think about driving down the Brazilian Portuguese autoestrada and to end it here?
And the what?
And not end everything. Just the episode, you fucking sick bastard.
It just now needs to be a hard stop to the episode mid-sentence.
All right, well, join us on Monday next week for BAP, and then followed by the Assassin's Creed movie for Video Game Movie Club.
Which Tim might not be on, depending on whether he makes it that far.
We'll see.
Right, there you go. Can you tell we're doing the triple today? Bye.
I can't wait for the motorway quiz.
Oh, that's what we should have done. Well, I'm
the
not going to
Autoestrada quiz.
Actually, hang on. I want to see if it's a thing. This might be an edit point for me. British motorway quiz.
I feel like I'm at a distinct disadvantage here.
Tim's been driving for 6.5 minutes. I wouldn't worry that much.
No, Tim's doing the quiz.
Really
it's
boring.
me and you.
Yeah, no, this quiz is boring. Balls to it. We're ending the episode.
Hold on. Okay.
All right.
Here you go. You ready? Are you ready? No, I've got 5 questions. I'll be the quiz master.
All right.
So there you go. There's your more even footing, Alex. What is the national speed limit for a car on a UK motorway unless otherwise stated?
70 miles an hour.
Correct.
I'm glad you know that.
Which of the following vehicles is not allowed on a motorway? Motorcycles over 50cc. Learner drivers in a car with a licensed instructor. Buses or cyclists?
Cyclists.
Well done. We're working together on this one. Don't worry, Alex.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. What does a red X above a motorway lane indicate?
Noughts and crosses game ahead.
So
Central
close.
landmine.
That is correct. Well done.
Oh, wow.
The lane's closed. Please don't
Xbox as well.
Please don't learn how to drive via Game Club Pod. What should you do if you miss your exit on a motorway? Would you like the multiple choice here?
Pull a Yui and go to it.
Well, that is one of the options.
That I've been in a car where someone did miss their exit on the motorway, so they pulled into the hard shoulder and reversed up the M6.
Well, Alex is choking. These are the multiple choice options. A, stop in the hard shoulder and reverse. B, continue to the next exit and turn around safely. C, make a U-turn at the next break in the central reservation. Or D, pull onto the hard shoulder and check your GPS. I remember when you were in the car when that person was reversing down the M6, because Tim texted me. He was on his way to come and see me in Leeds with this person, and Tim texted me the words, "I think I'm going to die." And then finally, what is the purpose of the leftmost lane on a British motorway?
It's the turn-off lane, isn't it? And it's the slow lane?
Slow lane. One of the options here is for motorcycles and cyclists only.
Just,
All right.
Some poor cyclist in his spandex doing 100.
No, it's 70. We established
Sorry,
this
70.
earlier. Come on,
Sorry,
Alex.
70. Yeah, we're not on the Autobahn. Sorry.
Not on the Autobahn. There you go, Tim. You can finish it now. We've had a quiz.
Great.
You
All
can
right,
choose
so-
if that makes it.
Yeah, I'll be
if
fine.
not,
we
then
need
that's
something
fine.
to desperately pad out the episode.
16
We'll see.
minutes. There you go.
Great. See you all on Monday for BAP. Bye.
Hi, friends.